Jeff Goldberg has talked with some of those because it affects a large swath of people right here in our area, and he has the very latest. Jeff?
Well, Autry, here in Crystal City, these office buildings are filled with federal government workers and contractors now preparing for a shutdown, which looks more and more likely. And if you ask these workers, they will tell you that the behavior of this Congress is shameful. On a sunny day in D.C., the feeling among federal workers is gloomy and gray.
If they don't come to agreement, I will not be paid, and it's going to affect my life.
Brandy Johnson, a USDA program manager from Chantilly, says the feeling in the office today,
we don't know what's going on, we don't know what's going to happen,
only gets worse as the stalemate between politicians continues right up the street.
So they get up there and they have their own agendas and they push their own agendas, and meanwhile people like us are suffering.
An estimated 800,000 federal workers would feel the impact of a shutdown. So-called essential employees, military personnel, mail carriers, food inspectors would continue working during a shutdown. But non-essential employees, service workers, landscapers, museum staff would face furloughs.
Nobody likes what's going on here, but we got to deal with it. So,
Professor Lara Brown at GW says as Congress jumps from crisis to crisis, the debt ceiling, sequestration, now the shutdown, federal workers become more and more disillusioned.
The politics is terribly frustrating because you consider yourself a professional and you wish the politicians were as well.
There's a bunch of idiots in there.
Kevin Bunn, a contractor who commutes to D.C. from Virginia Beach, is not holding back.
I think the inability of our government to compromise is a bunch of BS.
It's a sentiment we heard a lot today in Washington. Most of the federal workers we spoke with say that if a shutdown does happen, they predict it will probably last up to 2 weeks. They say they will be frugal, dip into savings, and hope that it ends quickly. Live in Arlington, Jeff Goldberg, ABC 7 News.